Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody's day is going really well, and I hope it's been filled with love and laughter. Today, I wanted to touch on a topic that I've been seeing a lot of posts about and a lot of questions about, and that is why it seems that narcissistic people attract empathic people and empaths attract narcissistic people. And if you know me, when I hear and see things over and over, I tend to sit with it quite a bit and think about it and pick it apart and analyze it. And it's just kind of what I do for fun and just explore the deeper meanings behind everything. And I've come, and I think many people will agree with this, is I think it's the way that the universe and God finds balance within the human race, and it brings basically opposite ends of the spectrum together in a way that they can balance each other and bring back to center, back to oneness. And the reason I say this is because if you think of a narcissist, you think of an egocentrical asshole. You step on people to get yours. Nobody can tell you what's wrong or anything is wrong, because you know all, and you basically think you have it all figured out. And on the other hand, you have empathic people that are heart-driven people, soul-driven people. Oftentimes you'll find that empathic people don't really have much of an ego at all because they put everybody else ahead of themselves, so they don't even really know who they are. They've just spent their whole lives taking on these other people's energies because the lack of sense of self and the strength of self and the balance within the masculine and feminine within their own being. They're strictly feminine, and they're it's a toxic feminine. Just like I speak of toxic masculinity, the toxic feminine is when it's way out of balance, and it allows people to be mistreated when they take on these deep empathic characteristic traits. People tend to walk on them, and that's where the narcissists come in their life. Is the narcissist is seeking somebody that they can walk on, and the empathic person, without their knowing, by accepting everybody else's energy, the narcissist finds the easiest route without resistance, and that's the empath. And divinely, that is basically God bringing these two people together to remind them that they need to come back to center within themselves. And it's all lessons you can learn within yourself. Everything that is happening to you and everything that has happened in your life, as far as people coming into it, everything is a lesson. Every little happening synchronistically ties to everything. And I speak of synchronicities being the way of seeing your path, and I think it's just a conscious recognition of everything being one and everything being linked and tied in together. And oftentimes we slap the label synchronistic on it, but it really is just showing you the oneness of all being and all happening. And that's the divine with the narcissist and empath, bringing those two together for those lessons within themselves. For the empath, it is to find a bit of ego and find balance within their heart and mind, their ego and soul, so that they can live a pure, happy life on this earth. Because those beautiful souls that are empathic and take on everybody's energy will eventually go leave this physical manifestation, and they will be taken care of, obviously, because they're pure of heart. But at the same time, it makes their reality in this dimension damn near impossible, and it just really holds their vibration down by taking all these other energies and not realizing that they are the purest of hearts and that they should be empowered by the fact that they are so divinely guided and heart-centered. And for the narcissist, they need to learn from the empath that, that empathy gene that the narcissist has turned off. We can really learn as narcissists to tune into that and to show acceptance and to show love. And a lot of times the narcissists are some of the most damaged people, and instead of channeling their damage as sorrow and crawling into a black hole, the ego flips it into grandiose thoughts of self, and that there is no other outside of self, and it's a really creates a toxic, grandiose view of themselves, where the empath is more of your crawl in a dark hole. I don't want anybody else's energy because I take on everybody's. So that is why I believe that empaths and narcissists come together, and why a lot of times it's never the narcissist that recognizes he's with an empath. It's with the empath saying, God, this guy's a fucking asshole, or this woman's a fucking biatch, or and oftentimes you realize it may be one of your parents. Who knows what the relationship you have as far as empathic and narcissistic people come into contact with. But I think if you pay attention to the relationships you've had in your life, and you examine every one, no matter how brief or still ongoing, you can start to take the lessons from the people that are around you, and take the lessons, not that they need to learn, but that you need to learn about yourself, because the relationship you have with them is a direct reflection of how you feel inside. So by becoming the observer of those thoughts, you can really tune into self and really consciously bring yourself back to center by recognizing your flaws and recognizing where the ego is outweighing the soul and the soul is outweighing the ego, and you can feel the off-centered movement of energy throughout your body in meditation if you are off-center and you get in tune with yourself. So just my 2 cents. I could talk for hours about this topic, and if you have any feedback or would like to share your thoughts or your stories about narcissists or empaths in your life, then please do. Please do. I welcome all forms of communication. So I hope that you guys find peace in your evening or your whole day ahead of you. I'm not sure where the time is at in your time zone, but I wish you all the best in today, and I'm sending out love and light to all of you. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.